It's a stadium so big, you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. So march. They accept the penalty.
Yeah! There we go! Like it!
Play action, Prescott. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. Give him 32 on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Now they turn to their rookie from Georgia for the first time. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Switch it, hey!
Dak off the play fake. He rolls to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. So we're going to 54. Wide.
Dak to the air here. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead right away. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Got a man. Bowers has it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That was Micah Parsons making that play. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well. Lone back gets the handoff. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Throwing this back in the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders finish off their opening drive. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Raiders tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 13. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, kill. Yeah, here we go. Right there. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 26.
First down, here's Dak. Completed to his running back. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Rolling out to his left. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think? What do you think?
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
From the red zone now. Bails out of the pocket quick. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. What do you think?
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Fourth and goal, too good to pass up. I love this. They're going for it and the lead.
Yeah, here we go. Right, take. What do you think?
Handoff left. They need the end zone. And he doesn't get the lane he wants or needs. He's going to be taken down at the line. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. He'll throw it from his own end zone. And he can't reel it in. Incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing again from their own end zone now. He gets this one to Myers. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And he's brought down for a loss. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. So on 4th down, outruns J.K. Scott to send it skyward. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. And he drives it towards the other end of the field. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt goes 63 yards. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go, here we go. 20,
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Escapes the pocket. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Raiders' drive is going to start deep on their own side of the field. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
let's go.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Shaq. Go.
Back to the well again. And another stop along the line. Defense with a great couple of back-to-back reps.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. They send a man in motion. 3rd and long for him here. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 4th and long. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Running this one left. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
We're going to 53. What do you think?
Back-to-back carries here. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Dak now from the gun. Ferguson's got it. Complete. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott here from the gun. Short pass brought in. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys take a second quarter lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now a give left side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 35 on second down. Dump off to his fullback. Continuing to move past the 45. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
To throw it on first down. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They'll throw it. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Raiders driving ahead. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. He'll throw it yet again. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. Throwing it again here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Here he is on third and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Donovan Wilson picks it up. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
First and 10, Prescott. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, That is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again is Dak. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Hey, kill! 47!
Prescott now on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 65 catch. Go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That one's complete, right side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Mason there to haul it in. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 4. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Hits his running back. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out.
Now, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Chooses to bring this one out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. This is hauled in by Myers. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. They'll run here on first down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. second down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Complete. It's Myers. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Third down from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. J.K. Scott will kick it away. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And the downhill charge gets there and touches this one right at the 14. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yeah! 26.
Give now to the running back. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Yeah! Here we go! Here we go, 47! 26!
From the gun is Prescott. He's on the move. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Dak throwing again. He's got it. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Here we go, 46.
They'll run for this. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a 1st.
Not trying to do too much there. Short yardage situation. Just make sure you get to the marker and reset those chains.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
26.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Dak now from the gun. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. The 50. 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Carlson now to add one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders tie things up at 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Returning in from the 16. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Like that. We're going to 54.
Back to the air. Prescott after that pick. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Yeah, here we go. Switch it, hey.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Yeah! Gun.
Prescott here from the gun. This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. And he pushes this up to midfield before going out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah!
First down, here's Dak. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Kill.
Another throw for Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
3rd and long for him here. Forced out to his right. Completed to his running back. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Hey, kill. Here we go, 47. Hey, kill.
He'll throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 28. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Here we go. What do you think?
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
47. Hey, 47. We're going to 54. Why?
Another try following the sack. On the move, headed right. Now he looks middle, throwing deep. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Here we go! Right, take! Here we go, 46!
Here he is on 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. Complete out to the right side. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. This is a 44-yard look from the right hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Tucker now on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Pass play coming here. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Back now, pressure on its way. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
2nd and 10 now. He gets this one to Myers. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They're throwing it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That's good for 7 yards. And that's a Vegas first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They are throwing it again. Throwing the out route complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
From the red zone now. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion.
Intercepted in the end zone. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's the handoff. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide 26.
From the 24. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Yeah, here we go. I take it. 26.
Here's Dak. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, second down coming up.
Yeah! Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 53. 26.
Throwing again is Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. The lateral goes haywire. Live ball. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And they corral him well behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
We're going to 54. Wide 8. Got it. 26.
Back to throw it. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
On 1st down, they'll run.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Another carry for him. And he'll go down here at the 16. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Handoff now to the receiver. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Raiders down by only 3.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Back to throw. Cut near the goal line. He has the touchdown. A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And he didn't get it. Oh, the kick is no good. That leaves the door open for a field goal now to tie this game. So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Returns looking good so far. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Yeah! Here we go!
Hand off to the back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
He'll look to throw it. Short pass caught by his tight end. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why? What do you think?
Right up the gut. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go. Kill. Yeah! Here we go. Right there. Gun. What do you think?
Setting up to pass. Buys time, rolling right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
46.
Throwing now. Escapes the pocket. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game. Well, Brock, hopefully some